Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Warnock's office for another math time video. I know you've been waiting for it. Guys, I'm glad you're here. Got a little bit of a problem. Well, I guess it's not really a problem, but I need help figuring something out. Whether you guys know this or not, every month we get all the faculty together and we have a faculty meeting. Okay? Now something that we like to do is we like to provide little snacks and soda and water for the teachers. It's a nice little snack at the end of the day, makes the meeting go a little bit smoother. But here's the deal. I want to mix it up next month, all right? Instead of little snackies and sodas and water, I'm going to do milk and cookies. The teachers have been working hard. You guys have been working hard. I want to give the teachers some milk and cookies. To mix it up. I'm a chocolate chip man myself, but we'll have a nice variety for the teachers. Here's my problem. I need to know how many cookies and how much milk to buy. Now, the cookies are pretty easy. I got 60 staff members. Say 2 cookies per person. That's 60 times 2, that's 120 cookies. Maybe a couple extra in case somebody wants 3. I could probably eat 3. Probably more than that. But the cookies are easy. The milk is what I'm having a problem with. I'm thinking, in the cafeteria they got the little pints of milk, right? That's a good serving size. So I'm thinking everybody would drink a pint of milk. But here's the deal. Am I going to walk over to Tom Thumb and say, I need 60 pints of milk? Please, I'm not going to do that. I need to buy the big gallons of milk. But I need to know exactly how much to buy. I don't like to waste money. I don't want to go buy a whole bunch of gallons and find out it's way too much, but also want to have enough for everybody there. So I got to figure out how many gallons to buy for 60 teachers. And if we're going to look at it, 60 pints. So how many gallons is 60 pints? You see where I'm talking? You see the problem I'm having here, guys? I need your help. Let's go to the whiteboard so we can figure it out. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. I got my trusty whiteboard. I love my whiteboard. Helps me figure out my math problems. So what do we got? Okay? We have got 60 teachers going to drink 60 pints of milk. But here's my question. How many gallons is that? I'm not going to go buy 60 pints of milk. I need to know how many gallons. So 60 pints into gallons. So let me check it out. Here we go. Boys and girls, I need my trusty math chart. Okay? Use it and abuse it. Do you think I'd know how to do this problem without this? Come on. Use it. It helps. All right? Let's use this to figure it out. All right. So, I'll look on here. Capacity and volume. We see capacity and volume. Now I'm looking on here and I don't see anything that says this many pints equals this many gallons. That'd be a nice easy conversion, and that's what we're talking about here. We got to convert pints to gallons. But what I do see, I see 1 quart equals 2 pints. Then I see 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So I'm thinking it's a multiple step process. So if my first step, 1 quart equals 2 pints. Well, how many quarts is 60 pints? So I start with 60 pints, and I want to know how many quarts. Well, I know, looking on my trusty math chart, that 2 pints equals 1 quart. So knowing that, looking at this conversion, I know that the number of quarts is going to be smaller than 60. Because 2 pints or more pints in a quart. So the number's going to get smaller. So I'm thinking, do I multiply, do I divide? Do I multiply, divide? Well, to get it smaller, I know I'm going to have to divide. So what do? I take 60, I divide that by 2. I know that 60 divided by 2 equals 30. So now that's going to give me 60 pints equals 30 quarts. All right, now we're moving. We're making some progress here. So, let's make some more room on the trusty whiteboard. So now we've got 30 quarts. But here's the deal. I don't want to go buy 30 quarts. I don't know if you can buy quarts. Can you buy quarts of milk? I don't know. I buy gallons of milk. And I don't want to go buy 30 quarts. I want to find out how many gallons. So I'll look on my trusty math chart. Say it with me. Trusty math chart. And I see that 1 gallon 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Okay? So looking at this conversion, I again know there are more quarts in a gallon, so the number 30 is going to go to, it's going to have to be a smaller number. Okay? So do I multiply, divide? Do I multiply or divide? Well, to get it smaller, I know I'm going to divide. So let's say, again, make a little bit of room. We got 30 quarts. We're going to have to divide that by 4. Okay, now hang on. 4 doesn't go into 30 an even amount of times. So I know I'm going to have a little bit of a remainder, but let's figure it out. 4 into 30. Thinking 7 times 4 is 28. Let's start there. We got 7 here. 28. 30 minus 28, that's going to be 2. So now I know I'm going to have a remainder, so I've got to do decimal point, add the 0, drop the 0. Now I got 20. 4 goes into 20, 5 times. 7 times, let's say, 4 times 5 equals 20. So now I got that. So 7.5 is my answer. So now I know, let's go back here, 30 quarts equals 7.5 gallons. Now, I'm not going to go to the store and pour out half a gallon of milk and only pay for half of it, make a big mess, be really embarrassing. So, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little bit extra. So I'm going to round up, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy 8 gallons of milk, which is going to give me more than 60 pints, which will be more than enough for my teachers. Alrighty, we said trusty math chart, convert pints to quarts to gallons, ba-bam, what is up? Alright, now, guys, I know you're thinking, oh dude, who cares? I'm not going to have to do this on the tax test. Want to bet? Want to bet? Let me show you. Hang on, I've got a little something here for you. Oh, check it out. Bam. Do we see this? Do we see this? This is what you call a tax math question. Straight from the tax test. Hang on, let me scoot you all up a little bit. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a question from the actual tax test. All right? So let's look at it. Let's check it out. All right. Read it with me, boys and girls. The chamois, I think that's how you pronounce that. The chamois, an animal similar to a goat, lives in a mountainous area of Europe and Asia. It can jump up to 6.5 feet high, almost as high as I can jump, 6.5 feet high, and distances of up to 19.5 feet. How many inches is 6.5 feet? It's a conversion question. We got to convert 6.5 feet to inches. They throw in this 19.5 feet. I don't know why they're giving us that information. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to trick us. But you know what? I'm too smart for that because, check it out, I got my trusty math chart. Help me out with conversions. What's up? All right. So I need to convert 6.5 feet to inches. Okay, let me check. Let me double check. 1 foot equals 12 inches. So here's what we got. And you know this says, I'm not even looking at the answers. I'm not even looking at the answers yet. I'm going to figure out the problem first. 1 foot equals 12 inches. So now is this number going to be larger or smaller than 6.5 feet? Well, looking at this, there are more inches than feet. So I know I'm going to have more inches, so this number is going to be bigger. So do I multiply? Do I divide? Do I multiply? Do I divide? Well, if it's going to be bigger, got to multiply. Here we go. All right. So now we need a little room on my trusty whiteboard. So we got 6.5 feet, right? 12 inches equals a foot, so I'm going to multiply 6.5 times 12. Now hold up. I'm not a mathematical genius. I can't do that in my head. I don't have a calculator. What am I going to do? Let me show you what I'm going to do. You might work it out the same way. You might have your own little method, but this is how I would work it out. I'm going to break down 6.5, okay? I'm going to break down 6.5 because I could do 12 times 5. So I'm going to break this down to 5. So if I take away the 5, I've got 1.5 left, and then a 1 and 0.5. You see what I did there? I kind of broke down 6.5 so I can multiply it, make it easier for me. Because I know 12 times 5. I know 12 times 5. Let's see if I can make this a little clearer for you. I know 12 times 5 equals 60, right? I know 12 times 1 equals 12. And I know 0.5 is half of 12. 0.5 is half. So 12 times 0.5, half of 12 is 6. So again, you see what I did here? I took the 6.5 and I broke it down to its components so I could multiply it out without being a mathematical genius or without a calculator. So now I just have to add up 60 plus 12, which 60 plus 12 is 72. Then 72 plus 6 is going to be 78. So I'm thinking that 6.5 feet is 78 inches. Do we think that there's going to be an answer over at 78? Oh, looky here, looky here. Check it out, D, 78 inches. But bam, got that one right. I'm on to the next question. Guys, I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.